Happy Sunday, everybody. I am at the Harriet Wetherill Park in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania, and I just wanted to have a conversation today. As if you watched last week's video, you know it got a little hairy last week, and I wanted to do something a little more chill this week. And for anybody who was wondering, I just want to let you know, last week did not put Xander off of hiking, thank goodness. And we are planning to go back to Roaring Creek and try that hike again. We're going to do it in September. I think that whole area is going to look beautiful in fall colors. So keep an eye out for that video coming in late September, early October. But in the meantime, I wanted to do a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've had some people ask about some of the equipment that I carry with me, because I've commented in a number of these videos that this or that thing I got from one of my subscription boxes. So I wanted to talk about those subscription boxes and give you some information in case you were thinking about getting one of these for yourself. So at the moment, I have two subscriptions. I have been a member of the Nomadik subscription box for a little over a year. I just did my annual renewal, and I have been part of the Cairn subscription program since, well, my sister gave me a 2-month subscription for Christmas, and then I renewed that subscription in February when that came up. There's a lot of pros and cons to either one, but I wanted to show you what is in some of these boxes so you can get a sense of what you're getting for your money, and then talk about some of those pros and cons. So, like I said, my Nomadik subscription I've had the longest. That was one of my COVID coping tools, was I got a year subscription to this. A Nomadik subscription is $30 a month. They guarantee at least $50 a month in gear. So theoretically, you're saving some money on that. And with all of these subscriptions, the gear can be hit or miss. But I haven't opened my package for this month, so let's open it up and see what I've got. Normally, a Nomadik subscription comes in a box like this. It's a really useful shoebox. I really love these, both because they're kind of fun to open and because then I can reuse the boxes later. But this month, it came in a flat pack, and I don't know what to expect in this, so let's open it up and see what I got. I do this with my mom often when she's on the phone with me, which is a lot of fun because she's like, "Oh, what did you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?" So let's see. Each month, your Nomadik box has a theme, and it comes with a little pamphlet that explains the theme. So this month's theme is rugged terrain, and I'm not going to open up to spoil what's inside it. So let's see what we've got. So first thing that comes out is a bug bite balm. This is an itch relief cream. I'm not sure if it's a, let's see. It says 1% menthol as the active ingredient. Oh, and it looks like it's just like a little, like a chapstick tube. So that'll be nice. Actually, I got one of these in my Cairn box last month, so now I have two. You can't have too many of those, right? Let's see, what else have I got? I got a Fire Striker, so if I'm looking to start fires without a lighter or matches, I've got a nice Pharaoh Striker. It looks like it's got the striker and the scraper, and the scraper looks like it's got a little hex wrench tool and a bottle opener, so that's kind of a nifty little gadget. Ooh, that looks like a paracord tool. Yep, so this is an emergency paracord bracelet. It's got a whistle and a compass on it. You can take it apart to use the paracord, and this also looks like it's got a Fire Striker on it. So that's nifty. I got a tube of electrolytes in Berry Blast flavor by Hydrolite. I'll add that to my drink pack. And the last thing I got, oh, every month you get a sticker. If you like stickers, it's a great way to get some fun stickers. And then, ooh, that's a heck of a knife. So this is a drop point knife that can be mounted on your hip. It has a slot for paracord. It has a glass breaker point at the end. I mean, that's a pretty fierce knife. It's kind of heavy. It's a little over 5 ounces, so I don't know if I'd carry this backpacking, but it's a nice looking knife. And that's everything in my Nomadic kit for this month. So as you can see, it's some pretty good gear. It's not always stuff that I would actually take backpacking. So that's always something you've got to think about. All right, so that's a Nomadic box, and you get these every month. I believe they ship them out at the end of the month for delivery. Now, a Cairn box, Cairn ships theirs out at the beginning of the month. So ironically, I tend to get 2 boxes within about a week of each other. So Cairn boxes come in a box like this with this pretty little design. It's a narrower box than the Nomadic box. Let's see what we've got in here. They come with a little brochure that talks about the programs that they have, the equipment that they have, and the stuff that you've got in your box. So this is a little bit more of a newspaper kind of layout. Alright, and it looks like this is Backcountry Bound, essentials for the backcountry for all your basic needs. So let's see what we've got. Alright, ooh. We got a water filter, nice. You can never have too many water filters, and I actually needed another one for Xander, so this may become his. This is the Frontier Max by Aquamira. I got a Good to Go double chocolate protein bar, or snack bar. Let's see, what's the stats on this? 17 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein, only 1 gram of sugar. That's not bad. 12 grams of fat, 160 calories. So that's by Good to Go. I got a mosquito repellent balm by Murphy's Naturals. Always good to have more bug spray, extra bug spray. Ooh. And a Watertight Fire Kit. Let's see, what's the company name? By Ultimate Survival Technologies. What has this got? This has got 6 light meat tinder, so 6 packs of tinder, a Spark Force fire starter, and an instruction sheet. So it's basically a waterproof container that's got a striker and some fire starters. So that's nifty, and it's got plenty of space in there to add if you wanted to add waterproof matches or anything like that. So that's a nice little thing. So that's kind of what to expect in either of these boxes. I find that the Cairn subscription is $33 a month. I find that the equipment you get in the Cairn box tends to be fewer items, but slightly more expensive items. I have gotten full water bottles in here. I got a really nice headlamp last month. So you can get things like that. The Nomadic boxes tend to be fewer items, or more items, but a little on the less expensive side. So depending on what you're looking for, those are kind of the options you'll run into. They both provide different things. And as I said before, it theoretically saves you money, but not necessarily, because a lot of the stuff is not stuff I would buy for myself. But it is a chance to get exposed to manufacturers or items that you wouldn't necessarily buy, and try them out and see if it is something that you want to add to your regular equipment. Again, I wouldn't buy a lot of this stuff for myself, but having it come to me at home is a great way to try things out. They can be very hit or miss. I have had months where the stuff I got isn't really anything I'm going to use. For example, this Nomadik box that I have from last month has reusable straws in it, which is really nice, a little duffel bag, which is also nice, a themed hiking journal to record all the trails that you go on, and a chapstick. So that's all great stuff, but I don't really use straws, so I'm not sure how much I will use these. The journal, I do my own bullet journaling, so again, this is very specific. It has headers for date, trail, location, how many miles you did. This is great if you don't journal on your own and you want to keep track of your trails, but I don't journal this way, so it's not really useful for me. I want to say I wouldn't use a duffel bag, but I'm a bag hoe, so I will always use a duffel bag, but I won't really use it for backpacking or camping. So again, this isn't a box that I'm excited about, but again, it's an opportunity to see some things that I didn't know were on the market, and that I might not have gotten for myself. So that's the upside, is getting exposed to new vendors. The downside is that you're going to get some stuff that you aren't going to have use for. And I do have a box at home of equipment that I just hang on to in case it might be useful at some point. But I don't know how much I'm actually ever going to use it. I might be able to regift it to friends, or if people come backpacking with me, then I have things that I can give them. Like, for example, the Aqua Mira filter. I really love my Katadyn B-Free filter. I don't foresee changing from that unless there's an emergency, but I take people backpacking with me who don't have water filters, so now I have a backup for sharing, things like that. So if I was going to give up one or the other, I would probably give up the Cairn box. I have had less success with the items that I get in a Cairn box versus the Nomadik box. I don't need a lot of big ticket items, the water filter being an exception to that. So, but either one I think is a good investment if you are looking for a way to get exposed to some of these items without and have no way of being able to make these decisions or access to some of these vendors. Some of these places I'd never even heard of before they showed up in my box. The Lucy lights are solar lanterns. They're inflatable solar lanterns. I'd never heard of them before one showed up in my Nomadik box last year. I was so impressed with them, I went out and bought 2 more because they're just really great lights if you're in a camping situation where you have sun exposure to be able to recharge them. So that's an opportunity that you wouldn't have necessarily if you didn't have one of these boxes. 2 is probably too much. I don't know that I'll continue to get 2 when my subscriptions run out, but I do like getting at least one of these, so I will probably continue to keep one. I'm not sure which one I'll keep, but so I hope that was interesting and informative. If you have any questions about either the gear or either of the subscriptions, hit me up in the comments below. And otherwise, we're getting geared up. I just left Deb's house where we were getting her gear organized for our outing next week. I'm getting really excited for that. We finally settled on a route, so I can stop staying awake all night trying to figure that out. And now we're just in the packing phase. So I'm really looking forward to getting out with her. This is going to be a much more successful outing than my last backpack trip because I know what this route looks like. So I'm looking forward to taking you guys along with us, and I hope to see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.